Deep within the impenetrable heart of New Guinea, a biological arms race has reached its terrifying peak, a land before time. In this world, survival isn't just about the strength of the claw or the speed of the flight. It is about something more. It is a high-stakes gamble played with the currency of beauty, a dance of life on the edge of the abyss. Welcome to the Forbidden Gallery of Evolution, a place where the laws of nature are stretched to their limits. These are the top 10 most colorful birds of paradise. Prepare to witness the impossible. The countdown begins. Number 10. The splendid Astrapia, a resident of the high-altitude peaks, where air is thin and beauty is a cold blade. Its plumage is a metallic symphony, turquoise, copper, and emerald, shimmering with an icy intensity, a rainbow of iron. Living at altitudes of nearly 3,500 meters, it thrives where few others dare to breathe, a high-altitude ghost. It is a lethal acrobat, hanging suspended in the thin air to claim the dark fruit of the high-altitude forest, a predator of berries. In the silence of the clouds, it remains a phantom of evolution, a masterpiece hidden from the lower world, a silent guardian. Number 9. The king bird of paradise, the smallest of the clan, yet a living gem of the lowland floor, a spark of blood, a vibrant palette of crimson, white, and electric blue feet. A miniature masterpiece of evolutionary design, small but lethal. 2 long tail wires spiral into emerald discs, mechanical appendages that signal a perfect genetic pedigree, a signature of life. He performs a frantic, rhythmic dance, puffing out his plumes to entice a mate in the predatory gloom. The dance of the small. In the vast expanse of the rainforest, this 16-centimeter king commands the attention of the jungle, a ruler of the undergrowth. It dwells in the lowland understory, a place of constant threat where its brilliant color is a dangerous declaration. Number 8. The 6-plume Parocha, the ballerina of the shadows, obsessed with the purity of its stage, a gothic dancer. It is an obsessive janitor, scrubbing its court of every impurity before the ultimate performance begins, a clean stage for a dark play. It even polishes its stage with snakeskin, a tactile ritual to prepare for the eyes of the critical female, a scent of survival. The dance begins with a bow. 6 head quills signal the arrival of a master performer, the silence before the storm, a rapid, hypnotic whirl. For a few seconds, the laws of biology are replaced by the laws of the stage, a biological trance. When the dance ends, the forest floor returns to silence, but the memory of the umbrella lingers in the dark. Number 7. The greater bird of paradise. To the first explorers, it was a creature not of earth, but of heaven, a celestial ghost. Early specimens reached Europe without legs, leading to a myth that they lived entirely in the air, feeding on dew, a legless god. The reality is a creature of raw, visceral beauty, an iridescent green throat set against a crown of gold, a king of the canopy. On the forest canopy, they gather in leks, arenas where the most beautiful claim the right to exist, a competition of fire and gold. Each feather is a testament to the brutal pressure of selection, a legacy written in gold and emerald, survival of the brightest. They are the gardeners of the high canopy, sowing the seeds of the forest they rule with such golden intensity. Number 6. The standard wing. Discovered by a legend, it carries the banners of a biological revolution, a standard bearer of life. 4 long white standards emerge from its wings, ornaments that serve no purpose but to enchant, a silk signal in the wild. In the high canopy, it performs aerial leaps, a parachute of feathers designed to catch the eye of a mate, a leap of faith. First identified on Bacon Island in 1858, it remains a unique anomaly in the bird of paradise family, a survivor of isolation. Its call is a primal scream that echoes through the isolated jungles, a declaration of life in the wild, a voice from the past. They gather in groups, a phalanx of white spears against the dark green canopy, fighting for a chance at immortality. Number 5. The Victoria's rifle bird, a master of the void, evolved to consume the light itself, a biological black hole. Its feathers absorb 99% of light, creating a black hole backdrop for its electric blue display, the absence of light. This contrast makes the iridescent blues and greens pop with a brilliance that shouldn't exist in nature, a neon sign in the dark. A rhythmic mechanical snap echoes through the canopy, a rhythmic thwacking produced by its own feathers, the sound of precision. It is a warning and a lure, a desperate plea for continuity played out under the eyes of the forest's predators, a dance with death. Endemic to the Atherton tableland, it reigns over a domain where light is a rare and precious resource. a shadow king. Number 4. The ribbon-tailed Astrapia. The burden of beauty has never looked more extreme. A ghostly bride of the canopy. Males possess tail feathers that can exceed 1 meter in length, over 3 times the length of their own body, a record of excess. Every flight is a gamble. The long tail is a survival burden, making it an easy target for the hawks above, a heavy price for glory. It is the most recently discovered bird of paradise, hidden until the late 1930s from human eyes. A lost secret, a record written in the ink of evolutionary struggle, a ghost of the high canopy that refuses to fade, the eye of the storm. High in the mossy forests, it gleans the fruit of the clouds, a white ribbon in a world of deep emerald green. A silent feast. Number 3, the King of Saxony. When its specimens first reached Europe, scientists denounced it as a hoax, an impossible lie. Its brow plumes are an impossible feat of nature, mechanical antennae that can reach twice its body length. A signal from the void. It emits a mechanical hiss, a radiostatic call that cuts through the organic silence of the New Guinea jungle. A digital ghost. A classic handicap ornament, proving to the world that it is so fit, it can survive even with this absurdity. A boast of life. Suspended between the heavens and the forest floor, it performs a high-stakes trance of biological desperation. A king on a wire. The sole member of its genus, it is a biological singularity, an island of bizarre evolution in a sea of green, a lone survivor. Number 2, the blue bird of paradise. Often whispered as the most beautiful creature on the entire planet, a blue miracle. It hangs in a subverted display, turning its world upside down to reveal a fan of shimmering violet blue. A world in reverse. An expanding black oval with a red margin on its chest pulses like a mechanical heart in the shadows, a beat of life and death. But beauty is a target. Classified as near-threatened, this blue jewel is fading from the New Guinea peaks, a vanishing masterpiece. Hunting for its prized plumes has driven it to the abyss. A masterpiece on the verge of being erased. A blue flame in the dark. Deep in the Owen Stanley Mountains, it remains a fragile hope, a testament to nature's ultimate aesthetic reaching. A mountain soul. Number 1, Wilson's bird of paradise, a neon ghost in the deepest reaches of the Indonesian jungle, the ultimate prize. Its crown is not pigment, but a structural miracle, reflecting light even in the dimmest forest shadows, a neon shield. It is an obsessive janitor of the jungle floor, creating a pristine stage for the ultimate display of life. A clean slate for beauty. During its display, it unveils an emerald green breast shield, a visual shock to any predator or mate. An electric emerald wall. 2 violet tail wires curl into perfect spirals. A final aesthetic flourish in evolution's most extreme design. A signature of madness. First filmed by Sir David Attenborough, who provoked the bird into cleaning its floor by dropping a single leaf. A human witness. On the islands of Wagyo and Batanta, this neon ghost reigns supreme over the biological shadows, a sovereign of the remote. This is the pinnacle of evolution's aesthetic madness, a masterpiece of color, form, and lethal dedication, the end of the road. But beyond the visual spectacle lies a deeper mystery. Why does nature invest so much in the unnecessary, a genetic enigma? This is the extreme of sexual selection, an arms race where the only judge is the aesthetic preference of the female, a female jury. History shows us that these ornaments are a burden, a literal handicap that makes flight and escape a struggle, a beautiful weight. As the world changes, the future of these biological masterpieces hangs in the balance, a fragile paradise under siege, a closing door. To lose these birds is to lose the most vivid chapters of the book of evolution, a legacy worth defending, a world to save. Witness the final flash. Crimson, turquoise, gold, and the super black void, the spectrum of survival, a kaleidoscope of blood. In the world of the birds of paradise, color is not a luxury. It is a weapon, a shield, and a legacy, a truth in the dark. Life, at its most extreme, is a brilliant, terrifying spectacle, a masterpiece of evolution and art. The sun sets on paradise. New Guinea is a crucible of life, a place where biodiversity has reached a fever pitch, a museum of biological wonders. The giants of science, from Wallace to Darwin, were haunted by these birds. They were the keys to unlocking the secrets of life. On the ground, a silent war is being fought to protect these treasures. Rangers of the shadows, guarding the legacy of beauty. Genetic mapping is revealing secrets we never thought possible. We are learning the language of feathers and the code of color. The hunt for plumes almost wiped them out in the past. a dark history of human greed that we must never repeat. A lesson in blood. But where there is protection, there is life. New colonies are rising, a phoenix of iridescent feathers in the dawn. A new hope. 10 masterpieces, one planet, a spectrum of survival that defies the shadows. A final tribute to the kings of paradise. The dance continues. In the dark, in the silence, beauty remains the ultimate weapon of life, the eternal spectacle. If you were captivated by this intense journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more evolutionary mysteries. Your support matters, and consider using the thanks button to support our exploration of nature's darkest and brightest secrets. Until next time, stay curious.